Up next, talking about Khamzat Chimaev versus Kevin Holland. Bruce Bob Trotter alluded to this in the beginning of the podcast with the drama. This ended up working out in a way perfectly too, because the drama backstage was from Kevin Holland versus Khamzat Chimaev, where I guess Khamzat front kicked Kevin Holland, was it? A la 300 style.
Yeah,
And they were bickering back and forth. So I guess they got to settle that score, huh?
I guess. I mean, out the whole shakeup. Ultimately, the way I see it is, the gods giveth and the gods taketh away. The gods
Yeah.
gave us Nate versus Tony, but what did it cost? And it cost Tony
Everything
versus the Leech, and it cost D-Rod versus Kevin Holland. This is a worse matchup stylistically,
for Kevin
not
Holland.
just for Kevin Holland, but also as a fan. I would have much rather had seen D-Rod versus Kevin Holland. It's a much more interesting matchup to me.
Oh, yeah.
This is, um, I mean, we've seen Khamzat fight guys who don't have defensive wrestling, and we've seen Kevin Holland fight wrestlers. So this was like, okay, I mean, I get it. There's some drama. There's some beef between them. And if Khamzat wants to prove a point in this fight, maybe it'll be fun. But outside of that, uh, Dana, in the post-fight press conference, Dana was like, man, nobody could have expected that, right? What Khamzat did. And Kevin Iole was like, oh, I actually predicted that. And he's like, yeah, but nobody would have expected him to just run through him like that and do it like that. And that's kind of in that style. And it's like, Dana, everybody thought that was going to happen. Even Kevin Holland was saying that was going to happen.
I was texting one of my
Everybody,
buddies, and he was like, I think this is going to be a stand-up fight, man. And I was like, no, it's
no.
not.
If Hamzat's
Absolutely
an
not.
idiot,
Yeah.
but I
And
was
and I
like,
said,
watch,
if
yeah,
anything, he'll get tagged once and be like, okay, that's enough.
never, yeah. I was like, he might stand with him until he gets caught with one of those straight shots from out of range, like Kevin Holland can land, and then he'll shoot. But then right before the fight started, I was like, he's gonna shoot immediately, and then he doesn't even throw a punch. No, not one punch was landed in this fight. There was a couple that Khamzat tried in the stacked guard that Holland evaded both of them, made him punch the ground, which is always funny. But I mean, just from the get go, he shoots on him. Everybody's saying, "Oh, there's a fake glove touch." There was no fake glove touch. He didn't reach for a glove touch and then shoot on a takedown to get under it. That didn't happen. There's just some residual Khamzat hate for the whole shakeup and the missing weight, all that stuff. But I thought Kevin Holland did a very good job of using Khamzat's momentum against him. It's just Khamzat is that good. Against a
Yeah.
lesser grappler, he would have rolled over and they would have ended up back on their feet. But Khamzat's not a lesser grappler. He's very
No,
good.
and that's just one of my notes, man. Hamza just so seamless on his adjustments with anything that Kevin was doing. And like you said, Kevin was high energy during that time. Because the
Yeah,
thing with that is do not stay still. Do
yeah.
not
It's
just lay on your back.
acceptance.
Do not
Yeah,
accept, because he'll beat the shit out of you after that.
yeah, yeah.
Right? And
And
he didn't.
no, and he didn't. And Hamza or Holland, to his credit, he said, I'll only do this fight if it's 5 rounds because Hamza kind of gassed in the Gilbert fight, and if I can at least make him work for those first 3 rounds, maybe I can catch him in those later rounds, which is
And
hilarious
he
to
made
hear
him
him say.
work. He made him
He made
work
him work.
really hard. But
Yeah.
so did you notice at the end he was holding his shoulder? Like
Yes. Yeah.
now
It looked a little
I
hurt. Yeah.
I need to go through and see the post fight press conference, because if you
I
notice when
didn't watch
he's
it. Yeah.
rolling, when he's rolling on one of those, and
Mhm.
Hamzat's weight landed completely on
Oh,
Kevin,
on the shoulder.
and he was like on his neck. So I
Yeah.
wonder if it was something that just shot down from his neck down to his shoulder.
Yeah. It could be
Because after that roll, Holland slowed down significantly.
interesting. I'll have to rewatch it.
Yeah, go through and rewatch him, man, because and let me know what you see. And I'm telling you, man, he's rolling on one of those. He rolls. He's so much pressure on his neck, and then after that is when he kind of stops with all that movement. But either way, man, I don't think even if he wouldn't have gotten hurt there, it would have gone
Yeah.
much
No.
further. You know, he's just such a killer, man. Hamzat's such a killer.
Yeah.
Khamzat going from a fan favorite. Everybody can't wait to see Khamzat be this killer that's just running through everyone.
Mhm.
And now you heard all the boos, him walking out, weighing in, during his post-fight interview with with Joe Rogan, and it looks like Khamzat's just reveling in the role of being the super villain now.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to last. I think people are going to forget all about it, and they're going to be back on the hype train, because that's what good performances do. They erase all that stuff. But Regen says, I would love to see Khamzat stay at welterweight, prove you can make weight, smash Colby, take title. Yeah, I think that's the route. Dana alluded to potentially making him fight at 185. I don't trust his. I don't think he's going to stick with that.
That might just be a threat.
Yeah. It would be kind of cool to see Khamzat go to 185, honestly, because 185 is so awful. But someone was like, "Would you like to fight Robert?" He's
one of the few that I think can dominate both.
Stylistically, he's a fun matchup for some guys at the top of 185, but I don't know if he's big enough to really handle the top of that division. At 170, I think, and that's the other thing. Why this fight was even happening with Nate? It's like, why are we derailing the ascension of Khamzat for this fight? It just doesn't make any sense. If he goes to 185, it's Paulo Costa. Regen just puts that in the chat. That's the fight to make if he's going to go to 185. Paulo Costa versus Khamzat.
How fun would that lead up be?
Oh my god, dude!
Him and his secret juice, dude, just walk around yelling at Khamzat.
Because it's hilarious. Because Khamzat's not really like a troll. He's like a shit talker, right? And he's talking about, "Oh, kill everybody." It's like the same line every time. It's getting a little old. Honestly,
smash everybody.
Yeah, it's getting a little old for me. But the funniest thing about it is he's actively trying to talk shit and like do that whole thing. Meanwhile, Paulo is just a troll, dude. And like, I think he would just make him look like an idiot the entire lead up. And that would be a fun fight. I would like that.
It would be fun. All right. So what's next for Kevin Holland?
You get back into it. Back to welterweight. Go into the rankings where he probably should be fighting, which would be a guy at like D-Rod's level. I don't think you make that fight again, but
you have Michelle Pereira, Li Jingliang,
that'd be a fun fight.
Neil Magny,
I would like no Michelle Pereira. That's what I want to see.
But you take a look at the top. You have the 13, 14, 15. Those would all be fun.
Those are the guys. Yeah, those are the guys.
Right. All right.
But Regen says, I just think this one missed weight cut shouldn't derail Khamzat at welterweight. I agree. Khamzat is potentially one fight away from the title at 2 weight classes. Pretty crazy. Yeah, that's it's been a while since there's been somebody like that.
Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. And don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.